So in this video, we talk about how JMW solicitors can help high-profile individuals. Hello, I'm Dominic Walker. Welcome to JMW's Inside Man YouTube channel. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and keep the conversation going in the comments section as well. Now, Nicola Wilburn-Shaw is a partner within JMW's family law department. Nicola has a lot of experience at advising high-profile individuals. So, Nicola, how important is it for high-profile individuals, say sports stars and in the entertainment industry, to have a solicitor who's used to advising high-profile individuals?
I think it's a combination of different factors that make up a particular skill set, which is broken down probably, two or threefold. The first, probably obvious, you've got to be highly knowledgeable and experienced, which probably seems quite obvious from a legal point of view, which it is, because, high profile individuals, and not just limited to sports people, but obviously, I can talk about that today. You might have jurisdictional issues, e.g. international elements of a case. We have a lot of foreign players, overseas marriages, perhaps, or assets overseas, those sorts of things. But probably one of the key sort of things that pop up with sports high profile people will be things like image rights. And obviously, that there's a worth to those, and you need to have a particular experience of dealing with that type of asset to be able to deal with the case, effectively. But it's not just sort of from a legal viewpoint that you need to be kind of experienced in that. You have to have kind of a personal and industry related experience with these types of clients. You need to be familiar with their work, the industry that they work in. You've got to kind of be involved, I think, to a certain extent of that. High profile people, whether it's sports, media, whatever, they have that kind of high profile thrust upon them. It's part of the job, if you like. It comes with it. These particular clients, their focus will always be on their sport or their work, whatever industry that may be, in acting, music, whatever. They need to sort of know that you get their world, you understand their world, you are part of it, you are one of them, if you like, you're on their level. And I think it's soft skills as well, apart from, legal and personal, which kind of stems from knowing their world and knowing these types of clients. You need to know how to handle them, how to read them, how to reassure them, how you will run their case. These people are particularly busy. They, especially during season for footballers, for example, you need to know who you're getting instructions from. On a lot of occasions, the sports players that I've acted for, I'll be dealing with their agents, other intermediaries, and with that comes its own professional obligations, when you're dealing with a third party. So that again is really important, that you have that experience and that familiarity. And lastly, probably obvious, but I'm going to say it anyway, is being able to keep their case discreet, confidential. And
you lead me nicely into what I was just thinking I'll ask you as the next question then. The privacy aspect of it, how important is that?
It's vital, Dominic, absolutely vital. I mean, it's a fundamental human right, the right to privacy. Every individual, whether you're high profile or not, should have, that reasonable expectation of their private life being just that, private. Family law proceedings of themselves. So if you're dealing with anything matrimonial related or, children for unmarried couples or non-couples, as it may be, anything like that, it's personal, it's intimate, and naturally there's going to be a strive for anybody to have that kept personal, but more so for high profile individuals, where there is that natural general public inquisitive nature. We love to know what's going on in their lives, what's happening, let's read about it, but actually these are real people, and you've got to empathize and think how that must feel to have be so scrutinized worldwide oftentimes as well. So there are times obviously when there is a public interest and certain proceedings will be public. If you're not represented by a lawyer who's used to this type of work, you're going to perhaps just accept that and go with it. If you're a particular lawyer who is in that world, that skill set, then you're going to know there are certain things that you can do to protect your client, to mitigate that exposure. And so it's having that experience and knowledge of being able to act fast, quickly, to keep that privacy element going as much as you possibly can. And, a bit of self-promo here for JMW, but that's the beauty of our firm, is that we have an internal structure where we're full practice. We have the media lawyers that can deal with injunctory matters, defamatory matters at the drop of a hat, and that's what we do. So it's all part of being able to deal with that, act quickly and recognize, okay, we're not in private, but what can we do to mitigate that exposure as much as possible?
Thank you so much for your insight, Nicola. And if you'd like to contact Nicola, you can email insideman@jmw.co.uk or call 0161 82 81 999. Please also subscribe to the JMW Inside Man YouTube channel. I'm Dominic Walker, JMW's Inside Man.